Junk food supper.
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 Junk food
Junk
supper.
food supper.
Junk food supper.
Junk food supper.
Junk food.
All right, welcome to Junk Food Supper, the internet's #1 talking dinosaur podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Sean Byron, joined as always by your other host, Parker Bowman, up there in the 559. What's going on, Mr. Bowman?
Sup, penis, Parker?
There's definitely some scenes in this that are supposed to make your penis hard.
I like that you're now combining the drops.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the most appropriate follow-up, so maybe next week it might be a different selection.
Okay, I like that. Nothing much is going on with me. A very uneventful week. I didn't do anything. I didn't go to the movies. I haven't really watched much stuff. Actually, I watched a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, you watched a little bit of stuff.
I watched a little bit of stuff. Maybe you're familiar with this thing that I've watched.
You watched basically the gif of Garrett Morris melting down. That's what we mean by a little bit of stuff?
Yeah, just like short 10 and 20 second clips from the movie The Stuff. That's what I've been watching.
Okay,
randomly out
if
of
that's
order.
the kind of exposure therapy you need to get over this, aversion you got, I understand. Little small doses daily. By the end of this, you're going to be a regular stuff fanatic.
I think that would make it worse. I think I've only watched The Stuff like a handful of times since becoming an adult, and I think if I were to watch it more, it would probably make my aversion to the food worse. It's a pretty gross movie.
I guess just limit yourself to gifts then.
Yeah, that's all I can handle is just the gifts. And a lot of times it's not even gifts of the gross parts. I'm just watching gifs of two people talking in rooms. It's like that's all I can acclimate myself to.
A random snippet of the end credits,
Yeah.
Somewhere by the best boy and the gaffer.
Yeah, that's all I can take.
Understandable.
But I watched one of these, I'm late to the party, but I watched one of these documentaries about Woodstock 99 today. Have you seen these? Have you heard about these?
I have seen at least one of those. I think I might have seen two of them, but I can't fully recall. I'm sure that they both paint the same picture, which is that it was a total shit show.
I imagine so. I watched the Netflix one, which, from what I understand, that's the one that kind of blames the promoters more. And then the other one made by HBO sort of blames the children more.
And where would you put the blame, having only seen one side of the story now?
Squarely on the promoters, of course. These are greedy lunatics who were charging. Well, actually, it was kind of funny. Like the whole time, like during it, they're like, "Oh my God, these kids were paying $4 for a bottle of water, and they were paying $8 for a burrito. No wonder they rioted." And I was like, "Man, I would love to have these prices in 2024."
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Yeah,
Woodstock 99. That's the one where they decided to host it on like a big concrete slab that was like a landing strip for the Air Force, right? Was that the deal?
Yeah, no fun fields like the previous two Woodstocks, just a big tarmac full of like weapons of war. And then they are curious as to why these kids got violent.
I guess it was the promoter's fault.
I think so. Also, like poop was seeping into the public water. So like everybody was like just drinking poop water for the entire event. Like,
yeah, so they had fecal madness. We can't blame them for throwing their dookie at Green Day.
Yeah. And like they're like all like the promoters are like, "Oh man, we wanted this to be 3 days of peace and love, just like the first Woodstock. That's why we got Limp Bizkit, Rage Against the Machine, and Korn to headline." And it's like, well, yeah, we're like, what the hell did you expect? Like Insane Clown Posse played. You're not getting peace and love necessarily. This is pre-Magnets, ICP.
I feel like even in the marketing, like I feel like those iconic Woodstock doves were being like decapitated in like the commercials and stuff. You know what I mean? Like they really did turn their back on the whole peace and love concept.
I think so, yeah. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. Like I think at the time I didn't really care because like I wasn't into Limp Bizkit or Korn or like things like that. So like I remember it happening on MTV, but not caring a whole lot. Just being like, "Oh, cool, that show's on fire. That's interesting. I'm going to go back to watching Howard Stern." But
were you like me in that you were simultaneously too young, but also regretful that you didn't go to the prior Woodstock, whatever that was, 92 or whatever that would have been?
94.
94, yeah.
Kind of. That was the show where Green Day played and like they threw the mud at everybody. And as a big Green Day head at the time, that would have been pretty cool to be at like their most iconic show.
Yeah. And you could have been drinking one of those cool Pepsis with the cool Woodstock doves on the can. You remember that?
I do remember that, yeah. But I don't know. I'm not like really a festival guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think I would have enjoyed it. But you were you up? You were like in Boston, so like that was like close for you. That was like possible for you to have gone, right?
It theoretically would have been possible if I knew anybody that, had an interest, or if my parents were, interested in, ever doing anything for me as a child. But it seemed like it was a million miles away. And I agree with you. As an adult, I think I've learned that I'm probably not really a festivalsman, but you don't know that when you're 10 years old.
Yeah. I've been to Warped Tour a bunch of times, and like that's perfect. It's like 10 a.m. to like 10 p.m. Like you don't have to sleep there. It's not like this crazy thing. Like you can eat before you go and eat when you're leaving. Like you're not going to die while you're there. I think that's perfect. That's a good festival for me.
You never went to Lollapalooza?
I did not know, and that's the one I actually really regret not going to. Me and my friends we were like 15 or something. We wanted to go to the one that had the Ramones, Soundgarden, I think White Zombie and Rancid were like the four main bands, and we didn't go. None of us drove. So like we were like, trying to get the older kids to take us. And like, we also didn't have jobs because we were like 14 or something at the time, but like we really wanted to go, and I failed. And then I never got to see the Ramones, and it's my biggest regret in life.
I think there's also a Lollapalooza documentary out there right now. I don't know if it's on Netflix or HBO, but it's somewhere right now. And I tried to watch that, and it probably is good, and maybe someday I will go back to it and enjoy it. People tell me that it's really good. But I got like 15, 20 minutes into it, and every single moment of it up until that point was just various music critics talking about how great Jane's Addiction was and how much they changed the game of music. And it's like, all right, I mean, I like a couple of Jane's Addiction songs too, I got no problem with them, but it was just a little bit too much. And I'm like, I can't hang with this right now. So I had to tune out, but I guess look that up if you're interested.
Yeah, I would check that out. But what about you? How's your week going? You watch anything fun?
I watched a couple things. I watched, for the first time ever, The Long Kiss Goodnight.
With like Gina Davis?
Gina Davis, Sam Jackson, written by Shane Black, directed by Rennie Hartlin. You know this? You seen this?
I've kind of seen this. One time I went to visit my dad for like my birthday. I flew down to Florida from Ohio, and he was like, "Hey, let's watch this movie." And I was like, "But we're in like a hotel room on the beach. Like, I just want to go sit on the beach." And he's like, "No, let's watch this movie. It's really good." And so I watched like the first 20 minutes, and then I like left to go sit on the beach. Like I don't know. I just couldn't understand what my dad was doing to me. I wanted to see the beach. But so no, to answer your question, I've seen about 20 minutes of it.
I think you're good. I mean, if you're in the mood for a dumb action movie, it fits the bill. I mean, it's enjoyable in parts. I think there's some pretty fun, like big action moments. They really tried to create these big spectacle moments, and some of them pay off. A lot of them are really kind of goofy in a way. Like there's a scene where like a grenade goes off in a hallway, and I think like two characters are shoved by the force of the grenade exploding like out the window, like on the other side of the hallways, and then they're fine. Like it's stuff like that. And it's also got some of the most god-awful dialogue I have ever witnessed in a movie. I don't know what's up with this Shane Black guy, but he's got Gina Davis uttering lines where she's talking about bumping pelvises with men, as if that was a phrase that any woman ever said.
Yeah, not at all. Like I feel like he probably wrote bumping uglies or something, and then like the studio was like, "Oh, you can't say that." Or maybe Shane Black just sucks. I don't know, but yeah, it's very unnatural. Nobody has ever said that.
Yeah, there's a lot of examples if you watch it of just like, what the hell did she just say? The other thing that I watched was really good though. It was Silkwood, which is a Mike Nichols movie from 1983, starring Meryl Streep, Cher, and Kurt Russell. And it's a true life story about a woman who works at like a nuclear power plant, basically, or like a factory that produces like the nuclear pellets that are used in nuclear power plants. And some stuff goes down. I don't really want to spoil it because it's a pretty interesting movie, and I would highly recommend it. It was tough to see for a long time. It was not on any streaming service, I think, ever before, and the DVD has been out of print for years. So if you want to check out Silkwood, it's on Hulu, and I highly recommend it.
Okay, I like Kurt Russell.
But you're
I'm
pretty
sold.
neutral on Streep and Cher?
Yes, very much so.
Even Streep?
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch a lot of those, those types of films where she's like acting, trying real hard to act to get an Oscar. Like, that's just not my kind of thing.
Oh, man. You never seen Sophie's Choice?
No, I wanted to see it in the theater, but it was playing at the same time as Evil Dead 2, and so I had to make a choice about what to see.
I see what you're saying. Can't believe it. Streep skeptic here on the line.
I mean, I'm sure I've probably seen her in something good. I guess I don't know.
What about
I don't watch a lot of those.
The French Lieutenant's Woman.
I don't know anything about that.
No, well, you will. You will, buddy. Anyways, it's good. Check it out on Hulu.
Okay, I will do so.
That's all I got going on.
Okay. Well, how are your music leagues doing?
Oh, terribly. It's almost as if I have never picked a song for a JFD movie before, because that's what this round is about. We've got 12 rounds or whatever that are all the first 12 JFD movies that we ever had on the show, and we're all trying to pick songs that are thematically linked to them. Turns out I can't do that. Turns out nobody likes what I'm picking.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you were not on those episodes, so.
Yeah, and now we're learning it was meant to be that way.
If we were doing episodes 200 through 215 or whatever, I think you'd be doing a lot better.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. I'm not going to test fate and try and, drum up that league. I'm just going to probably go back to just normal categories next time, like Summer of Kevin.
Summer of Kevin's good. I like this one a lot, but I feel like, yeah, it is pretty divisive. Like, there were some people who didn't want to do it because they had not heard of these movies, but I feel like we're all being like loose enough that it kind of doesn't matter. Like, I mean, a lot of the people would be like, Axe is a movie about axes. Here's a song that mentions axes. And it's like, everybody's like, yeah, this is, all right, cool. Like, so you don't have to think about it too hard.
And also, I mean, the dirty little secret here is that none of Music League matters. You know what I mean? So just submit a song and then listen to the ones that people submit. If you like them, if you don't like them, hit fast forward or whatever,
Yeah. Also that is a good point. But yeah, I like the looseness of these categories. So I like what's going on here, but I understand it's not for everybody.
You got your plan for coffee lined up?
I actually don't. I'm stressing out a lot because I started this game with a bang. I was in first place for like the first 3 rounds or something. Now I'm slipping. I think I'm like 3 or 4. So every single game I do this, I come out strong and then I overthink it and then I end up losing very badly. And now I'm like in that position again since we're coming up to the end.
You think Corey's going to take the big prize this time?
Oh yeah, Corey's killing it. He's going crazy. He's beating like the next closest person by like 20 points or something.
The only thing that we can do is hope that somehow he gets so distracted from the game that he doesn't even play the next couple rounds. You know what I mean? Like, maybe somebody's just going to steal his cell phone or something, I guess.
Yeah. We should like send him a present like a go-kart or something, so he gets too busy to think
Oh,
about
I
music.
like this. I like this kind of positive prank.
Yeah, he'll be too busy zipping up and down those hills. Or I guess he's not in San Francisco anymore. Never mind.
Yeah,
They got hills in LA.
Yeah, we got
Never mind.
plenty of
Yeah.
hills down here. We got a whole street named Hill Street. You know what I mean? You think there's no hills on Hill Street?
He's going to be
There
going
are.
up and down those hills.
Yeah. He's going to be recreating Hill Street blues.
Going up and down Mulholland Drive.
Oh, you want to talk hills, man. That is a hilly street right there. They should call that one Hill Street.
I agree. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll distract Corey. We'll win Music League. And that'll be that, I guess.
Yeah. And then profit, I guess, right?
Yeah. But speaking of Music League,
Okay.
I've got a segment for you, Sean.
Okay.
Okay.
So in Music League, from time to time, let me grab my pencil here. Somebody will pick like a punk rock song. Usually it's me.
Okay.
And then you'll make a comment about how you don't enjoy pop punk.
Right. Yeah.
But sometimes you do this when it's just a normal punk rock band.
Okay.
It's like you don't even know what is pop punk or what is skate punk or
Well,
crust.
I think anything that is not art punk for me is going to be on the pop side. You know what I mean?
It's not. Well, I don't know. So today we're going to find out how much you know about pop punk if you're qualified to comment on pop punk. This is a game I like to call Pop It or Lock It. It's a game show, Sean. We're going to find out how much you know about pop punk.
Okay. All
Are you
right.
prepared?
You got a theme song or anything? Is it going to be the face-to-face chat theme song?
I got something for you.
He's got his own MO. Modus operandi.
I like David Lynch.
That was a joke. That's not really it. It's right here.
No one in this town likes pop punk.
That's it. That's the theme. Oh. So I got 15 questions for you here.
Okay. Wow. We're going to get through all 15 of these?
They're pretty, they're like not very like in-depth questions.
Well, what if I give in-depth answers?
I guess you might. It's multiple choice here
Okay.
for most of them. So for this first round, we got 2 rounds. This first round, I don't have a cute name for, but I'm going to give you 2 names of bands. And then
Okay.
you have to tell me which of the 2 bands is a pop punk band.
And I am allowed to Google these answers.
No, most certainly not. You should
I'm not
Google
allowed.
these.
Okay. All right. Well,
Why would you be allowed to Google the answers? That's crazy.
It's 2024. They let me Google the answers at work. You know what I mean? The stakes at work are a lot higher than this.
Oh, no, that's great. You can't get higher stakes than this.
Oh, okay.
This
I
is
didn't
the
know
most
that.
high stakes.
Oh, all right. Well, now that I know that, I won't Google it.
We're playing to find out if you're qualified to listen to pop punk, I guess. Maybe those are the stakes.
Okay.
All right, so here we go.
All right.
This first round. This is the first one. We got 10 questions this round and 5 in the next round.
I thought you were going to say we got 10-yard fight. I would say that's not a pop punk band. That's like a hardcore band.
That is, yeah, definitely not pop punk. All right, so the first group we got here, you got to tell me which of these bands is a pop punk band. We've got Mean Jeans or the
Yeah,
Flea Wieners.
Just 2? Between 2?
Between these 2, and you got to tell me which one is the pop punk
Mean
band.
Jeans and the Flea Wieners. I mean, that almost sounds like that is the band. You know what I mean? Like that's the duo together.
That would be a good band.
I have not heard of either of these bands. I'm guessing based on their names, I probably wouldn't enjoy the music from either of them. But I'm going to say Flea Wieners sounds more popular punk to me.
Flea Wieners would be a good name for a band, but I'm sorry, that one is incorrect.
No, you just made it up?
I just made that one up.
Oh, so that's how this is going to be. One of these is going to be a total fabrication on your part?
For the most part, there's like 1 or 2 in here that are real bands. They're just not pop punk. But for the most part, they're made up if they're not a pop punk band.
Okay. All right. Well, that's intel that I can utilize in my strategizing, try to get inside the head of a Bowman. What kinds of names would he think would be pop punk names?
True. That could help you. That could definitely help you. The second one we have here, we've got the Mr. T Experience or the Shelby Cobras.
I think I've heard of the Mr. T Experience. I know that I've heard of Shelby Cobras, but he is about as far from pop punk as you can get in my estimation.
I would agree.
He's an upstanding gentleman, not a punk at all. So yeah, Mr. T Experience. I'm going MTE. Final answer.
That is correct. Those guys are a real band. And they're good.
Thanks, Kevin.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Kevin.
So, all right, you got 1 point here. You're on the board now. The next one we've got the Latex Brains or the Max Levine Ensemble.
What in the hell? The Max Levine Ensemble, to me, doesn't seem like the kind of thing that you would make up. I don't see you as having ensembles on the brain.
Oh, I'm thinking about ensembles from time to time. I mean, I'm not trying to influence you.
Don't be defensive. Here, I mean, this is just a judgment call I'm making. It's nothing judgmental on my part. It's you're just not an ensemblesman. So I think that's real. I think that is a ironic name for a pop punk band. They're calling themselves an ensemble, so that you'll think that you're getting some real music. Maybe you might think it's going to be like a jazz piano trio or something. And then you listen to it and joke's on you.
So you think people are buying the Max Levine Ensemble records, going home, listening to it, thinking they're going to get some smooth jazz and then having to return these albums?
Or at least some hard bop, if not smooth jazz.
Well, you would be correct because the Max Levine Ensemble is a real pop punk band.
Yeah, there you go. I knew it. Max cannot pull the wool over my eyes. I see right through it, man.
Let's see. Also, the Latex Brains is what I call my friend Chris's band. He's in a band called My Latex Brain, and I refuse to call them that because I think that bands should only be called the plural nouns. I think that's the only acceptable way to address a band. But anyway.
Would you say that his band is a pop punk band?
No, most certainly not. No.
Okay, good. Because if it were, I would say, as a question, that's a little bit flawed because it's got a little misleading then. You know what I mean?
I would agree with you, but they are definitely not.
Okay.
Not pop punk. But one of these bands is. We've got the Space Sharks or the Riverdales.
I know that you love the television program Riverdale based on the Archie universe, and for that reason, you might think that would be a band that you would have invented. But I feel like all of these pop punk kids probably love that stupid Riverdale shit, and probably some group of them decided to name their dumb band after it. So I'm saying Riverdale's is the real pop punk band.
You would be correct.
There we go. Look at this with no Googling. Absolutely no Googling.
No Googling at all. The Space Sharks are actually a chapter of Space Marines in Warhammer 40K. So that's what those guys are.
Yeah. And the Street Sharks are back on the market from Mattel.
That's absolutely true.
Man, those new Street Sharks look really cool.
You're taking a commanding lead here. You're up 3 points.
Okay. Well, let's see how I do going forward.
This might be a tricky one. We've got Marky Ramone and the Intruders or Marky Ramone and the Jersey Boys. Which one of these are a pop punk band?
Oh, come on now. Jersey Boys would be weird for a guy from a band that is so New York centric. You know what I mean? Like, I would feel like he's turning his back on the Empire State. So I can't believe that Marky Ramone would ever associate with Jersey Boys. He's strictly Queens. So I'm going with the other one, whatever the other shit was.
Marky Ramone and the other shit is correct.
There you go.
No, you are correct. Marky Ramone would never associate with anybody from New Jersey.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, looks like you might.
There's hardly any glue to sniff down there.
That's also true. But yeah, looks you've got 4 points now. You might inside be a pop punker. Seems like you're very in tune with pop punk here.
Uh-oh. Should I start tanking this quiz?
Well, only time will tell. The next group of bands, we've got the Silent Drape Runners or the Capitalist Kids.
I have heard of the Silent Drape Runners, so I'm pretty sure that is at least a band, and based on that, I'm gonna guess they're a pop punk band.
I'm sorry. I would assume that
is it just Twin Peaks references tricking me into thinking that a band existed?
Well, it is a band, a real band that is a Twin Peaks reference, but they are not pop punk.
I like David Lynch.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry for your loss here.
All right. Well, let's presume that was not intentional on my part. That I'm not trying to tank this quiz.
This one may be an easy one for you. We've got the Murder Burgers or the Northwest Ordinance.
The Murder what now?
The Murder Burgers.
I guess the Murder Burgers are a pop punk band. I wouldn't say that Kevin's band was pop punk. I've got far too much respect for the man.
You would be correct.
Yeah, they play more than one chord.
That they do. And, they're not
They
a
don't
pop
have
punk band.
like 3-note melodies that just loop endlessly.
You're doing really great here. You're doing a lot better than I thought you would be doing. But will this question get you? We've got the Dopamines or the Bikram Yogis.
Dopamines or the Bikram Yogis. Is that what we're dealing with here?
That is what we got here.
Now, is Bikram a registered trademark? Does somebody own? What is Bikram, by the way? Is that some dude? Do we know?
The judges are saying I can't give you any hints here.
I'm just curious, presuming it is like a brand name. I don't think you can just use a brand name in your band name. This would cause band confusion, right?
That's probably true. Although the Northwest Ordinance is a real thing, and Kevin used that. Is that trademarked?
Well, he should have called it Northwest Passage, because then it could have been a Twin Peaks reference without being anything.
I agree. Kevin should change the name of his band to just be a Twin Peaks reference.
Yeah, let's reform the band just for that, just for the renaming ceremony.
No.
I'm saying Bikram is not the deal. It's whatever the other one was. What was the first one there?
The Dopamines.
The Dopamines. Yeah, that sounds like a pop punk band, right?
You would be correct. A pop punk band. I think they're from like Cincinnati, I think, or maybe Northern Kentucky.
Do they do something clever where it's like dope apostrophe amines or something?
Oh no, there's no apostrophe in there.
Are they trying to, separate out the word dope to be like, hey, we smoke the reefers?
No, reefer's not a pop punk thing at all. Pop punkers only like pizza and candy, things like that.
But they also like being dopey. Maybe not reefer, but they like being dumb, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. That is accurate.
Like if your band was just called The Dopes, that's probably a pop punk band, right?
That's true. That's probably true. But are these pop punk bands? We've got Dan Vapid and the Cheats or the Daily Budgets.
What in the hell? I mean, the Daily Budgets is such a bad name for anything. I feel like it could only be the name of a ska band. So I'm saying it can't be a pop punk band, although there's a lot of overlap, I guess, between ska and pop punk, right? Maybe they ride that line. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm going with the Daily Budgets.
The Daily Budgets is incorrect. They're not a pop punk band.
You know why I went with the Daily Budgets?
Why is that?
Couldn't remember the other name. But
Dan Vapid and the Cheats?
Yeah. Couldn't remember it. Didn't want to go back. Didn't seem that important.
The Daily Budgets are what I get at the newspaper every day that tells me how many ads are on each page. So that's what those guys are.
Exciting.
The final question of this round, you got a lot of points here. You're up a lot, but will this question make or break the game here, Sean Byron? We've got the Screeches or Masked Intruder.
Masked Intruder is kind of a cool name for a band, but you would like to think that would be like a thrash metal band or something. I would be real disappointed if they got up there and they sounded like, Sum 41 or Blink 182 or whatever. Is Sum 41 pop punk? Maybe that's not even pop. That's kind of, what is that? Nu metal?
I think some people would call it pop punk, but I'm not among those people.
I don't even know what they are. So I don't know, man. But I'm still going Masked Intruder.
Masked Intruder would be correct. They are a pop punk band.
Yeah, how disappointing of them.
They're all their songs are about being criminals and stalkers. They're masked all the time. Nobody knows their true identities. It's very fun.
Okay. Well, I think we've proved that I've got some concept of what pop punk is.
I would say so. So far, you've got 7 points. You're doing pretty well. We've got one more round to play. This round has 5 questions.
Okay.
Oh my God. Hold on. Let me...
That was 7 out of 10, or that was 7 out of 15?
You got 7 out of 10.
Okay, wow.
There. And now we got 5 more questions in this next round. And these are all worth 2 points each, so it's still anybody's game.
It makes you wonder about Kevin.
It does make you wonder about Kevin. How would Kevin fare in this game?
Yeah, we don't know.
In the second round, though, I'm going to give you some lyrics. You got to tell me if they're pop punk lyrics or if they're lyrics by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, okay. This is fun. I did see the Red Hot Chili Peppers once. I think it was at the Forum in Inglewood. And I was stoned out of my mind. Had 3 pot brownies in the parking lot. So don't remember much of the lyrics. We'll see how this goes.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that, because the whole time I was like, man, this game's ruined if he's like a secret Red Hot Chili Peppers fan.
I mean, I liked Blood Sugar Sex Magic when I was of that age. You know what I mean? When that was appropriate. I liked Mother's Milk when it was exciting to see those boobs on that cover,
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well then maybe you've got an advantage here. Only time will tell. The first lyric here I have for you is, I met her in the video store in the summer of '84. She had a body that wouldn't quit. And then here's the other lyric. We all want to tell her that we love her. Venice gets a queen, best I've ever seen. One of these is a pop punk lyric. One of them is a Red Hot Chili Peppers lyric.
The reference to a Los Angeles neighborhood leans me towards Anthony Kiedis and Friends, and I think I'm gonna go with that feeling. I'm saying it's the Red Hots.
You would be correct. That is the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
We got a song title?
I do not. I forgot to write down the song titles for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but the other one... What? The other one was actually the sloppy second song, Come Back Tracy, about Tracy Lawrence, a beloved Music League hit.
Wait, what? There
first
was 2
song.
lyrics there?
Yeah, there's 2 lyrics.
Oh, okay. I thought that they were both part of the same song. You didn't set this up properly, Bowman.
I think maybe you had too many pot brownies beforehand.
Well, that absolutely is true.
Okay, well, all right, what I'm doing is I'll give you 2 lyrics. One's a pop punk lyric, a real pop punk lyric. The other's a real Chili Peppers lyric.
Okay, I see. I get you.
Either way, you got this correct.
All right, cool.
By assuming that because of the Venice thing. So you get the points.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Here are the next ones. Here's the first lyric. But who cares what the good books says? That's probably a typo, because now she's taking off her dress. Catholic schoolgirls rule. That's the first lyric. The second lyric is...
You dirty motherfucker.
Graduated, Miskatonic U, now I work at Gizmonic Institute. Which one of those is a pop punk lyric? Which one is a Red Hot Chili Peppers lyric?
There is no way that Anthony Kiedis could say Gizmonic Institute or whatever the hell you just said. Those words would not form within the man's mouth. So that second one is the pop punk, and the first one is the Chili Peps.
That is correct. The Red Hot Chili Peppers did a song called Catholic Schoolgirls Rule, which is about how Catholic schoolgirls rule. They're perverts and sickos.
I feel like jerking off the way my grandpa did.
Kevin, that's not cool.
All right, here's the third lyric. You're way up. I think at this point, there's no way you could even lose this game, even if you tried. The third lyric, here's the first one. Let me live, so when it's time to die, even the reaper cries. And then here's the second lyric. A midnight picnic on a blanket for two. There's a full moon shining on me and you.
You know that Flea and the boys love midnight picnics. That second one with the very simplistic rhyme scheme has got to be our boys, the Chili Peeps.
You might think that, but then you'd be shocked to discover it's a Groovy Ghoulies song, a pop punk band.
Oh, no. Okay.
The Groovy Ghoulies, of course, love graveyards and things like that.
Man, I got fooled again by those Groovy Ghoulies.
Here we go with the fourth round, fourth question. This one might appeal to you. It might appeal to your sensibilities. Here's the first lyric. I was born to do dishes, and my mom's really bummed out. The heat, the slime, I've never been on time.
Okay.
That's the first lyric.
I'm going to stop you here. If there's a song where somebody's complaining about their mom and doing chores and things like this, and it's not about, sexually abusing Catholic schoolgirls or whatever the hell the Chili Peppers love to sing about so much, I'm already leaning towards pop punk, but let's hear what the second half is.
I think the second half might validate you. The second lyric is, to finger paint is not a sin. I put my middle finger in.
No.
Your monthly blood is what I win.
Okay, well, yeah, that sounds to me like those red hot peppers of chili.
You are absolutely correct. You're killing it here.
It's vulgar.
It is vulgar. You're already up. There's no way to lose, but here's the final question anyway. The first lyric is, California, show your teeth. She's my priestess. I'm your priest. That's the first one.
Okay, I almost feel like this is a swerve where you're trying to get me to think Chili Peppers by leading off with the word California, but let's keep going.
Only time will tell. The second lyric is, it's really fun out in the sun. I fight the mob out in the smog, but you can keep O California.
Oh.
A double California.
2 Californias.
Man, I feel like now the stakes have never been higher. Can we go over both of these again?
Indeed we can. Here's the first one for you. California, show your teeth. She's my priestess. I'm your priest.
Okay.
And the second lyric is, it's really fun out in the sun. I fight the mob out in the smog, but you can keep old California.
Okay, well, I thought that you were tricking me with the California lead on the first one, but when I really think about it, only somebody as dumb as Anthony Kiedis would refer to his priestess in the way that that lyric did. I'm going Chili Peps on the first one.
You're absolutely correct. And you are a grand prize winner on Pop It or Lock It, the famed game show about pop punk. Congratulations.
And you know what? I've never been more excited in my life. I'm glad that I've demonstrated such a deep knowledge of a sacred art form.
Your grand prize is every Ramones album and every Groovy Ghoulies album. I'll be sending you out the box sets.
Oh, let's not lump the Ramones in with pop punk.
They're pop punk. I mean,
no,
they invented
pop
Ramones
band.
core. I don't know what to tell you.
They're
the main guys of it.
No, it's not even punk.
The Ramones aren't?
No, they're just a power pop band. Come on.
I mean, they were the first band on the cover of Punk magazine. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, all right. I don't know.
I mean, Johnny Ramone will tell you that they're punks. But either way,
I don't think it's fair to tie them into a lineage that includes, Blink-182.
It doesn't. Blink-182 is not pop punk.
What are you talking about? They're not pop punk.
They're not pop punk.
Isn't that the definition of pop punk?
No. No. That's revisionist history to include guys like Blink-182 into pop punk. This is the true stuff, the pure stuff. But some people call it Ramones core. The true pop punk out there.
So I think what we're finding out is that people who don't like pop punk think the definition of pop punk is punk music that they don't like. People who do like pop punk, they define it as, punk music from bands that they do like.
No. There's a purity.
I'm choosing to
pop
use it as a slur. You embrace it. And that's your right, I guess, You see yourself as sort of a popular punker. I get that.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
The popularity is intrinsic to the music, and that's what you like about it.
No, the popularity is the opposite of the music. It's the poppiness is where they get the term pop punk. Harmonizing.
You mean like they're making pops and crackles? You mean it's all on vinyl? Is that what
it's all on vinyl.
Pops and hisses?
They like the warmth of the pops and hisses. That's what it's about.
That makes sense. That's why I listen to music, by the way. That's my favorite thing about music.
Yeah, you'll never find a pop punk album on CD. Never in your life.
Okay, well, I guess I should have known that, me being such an expert.
Yeah, you are an expert. Now you have free reign to reference pop punk at any time in Music League that you like. Because you are an expert. You've proven it. And you can also start picking Red Hot Chili Pepper songs. That's also part of this.
I'll try to find one that doesn't mention a priestess, but it's going to be tough.
It will be difficult. I'm going to play the theme song again to get us out of this game show. Thanks, everybody, for watching this game show. Thank you, Sean, for winning the game show. That's the end of the game show.
No one in this town likes pop punk. I happen to be an opera fan.
We've got a voicemail. Wouldn't you know it?
I didn't know, actually. That's news to me.
Now you do? You want to get into this voicemail? Find out what this lucky
let's
caller has to say?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, junk food dinner guys. This is Corey, your listener from Los Angeles, and a couple things. I thought that was really weird when Parker pushed back on Sean about the new Kyle Mooney movie being a comedy and said no, it was more like Maximum Overdrive. It's a Kyle Mooney movie. It's definitely a comedy. It's going to be like a Superbad or something, but with robots. But also Wicked, I know, when he's like, oh, it's 2 parts and it's fucking 3 hours long. Parker, go see it. It's absolutely delightful. Sean, they built all practical sets. They're very, very good. The spectacle and wonder of cinema is alive, and go see it in a packed theater with a bunch of people excited. It's fun, for sure. It's a delight, and it didn't seem that long, amazingly. But I'm here to talk about Here, and what is Here? You guys know Here, the movie made and released in 2024 by director Robert Zemeckis, an experimental, technical, weird wonder of a film. I just saw it, and it's bad, it's good, it's corny, it's poignant. The acting's terrible, the acting is amazing. That fucking camera doesn't move, it's a static shot. I think it's a pretty important movie. If you love movies, you should see Here. I know it was dead upon arrival. Everyone just poo-pooed it and shat on it and said, nah, fuck this movie, haha, it's the Forrest Gump people. And Robert Zemeckis is just, fucks with our emotions, and it's just a boomer diorama. But you know what? Sometimes those boomer dioramas are pretty good. And, I think Here is a really a good movie, and it's also a bad movie. But that's what you want out of a Robert Zemeckis experimental movie in 2024, right? So I think before the year ends, you guys, both check out Here. Maybe it'll make your year-end list of the best. So I would really love to know if either you saw it already, and if not, I really implore you to check it out. Okay, keep up the good work. And is Kevin there? Kevin, I love you. Bye. Okay, bye.
No.
Thank you, Corey. I've not seen Here. I wanted to. I remember when we talked about it in the movie preview a while back, and I was excited for it. I had to explain to you the conceit because you had not seen the trailer, Sean, which it's hard to explain that it's just one shot that takes place over like thousands of years or something. But like,
wait, they found like a memory card that could hold thousands of years of footage? What?
Yeah. It's a very big memory card.
Okay, all right.
Well, I think most of it takes place over the span of like 50 years in the lives of one family, but like
I thought Boyhood was commitment.
What's that?
I thought Boyhood was commitment. Linklater did, 14 years on that or something? Jesus Christ, 50 years Zemeckis has been making this?
Yeah. I mean, he's an auteur.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, I was excited for it, but it left theaters after like a week, so I didn't get a chance to see it.
I'm sure that it's still playing around here somewhere if I go looking for it. That was not intended to be a pun. Just it's hard to avoid saying the word here in a lot of sentences. But yeah, I have not gotten a chance to see it. I am also kind of interested. I don't expect to fully like it, but I think it might be a fun experiment. I like these things that challenge the form of filmmaking. That's up my alley.
Yeah, I agree. There's definitely probably never going to be another movie that is just one shot and the movie spans, 10 million years or 70 million
Not
years.
Not one with movie stars in it.
True.
There could be like a Primer type movie where, somebody makes it in their backyard and does that for no money. But yeah, pretty big swing for a big studio movie that cost a lot of money.
Yeah, they spent a lot of money on this. Tom Hanks doesn't come cheap.
I think between the two, I might be more likely to see Wicked. Again, also a movie that I'm not too excited for, but I feel kind of compelled to see it because I love Oz so much. And, I was complaining when we reviewed Under the Rainbow that we didn't get to see any cool Wizard of Oz sets. Sounds like maybe I'll see some of them in Wicked, but I don't know. My understanding of Wicked, and I got no understanding of it. I never saw the play or I haven't really been exposed to too much of it, but it's not Dorothy's story, right? Like, this is all like prequel shit.
Yeah, it's all about the Wicked Witch of the West and how she's not evil. She was just like picked on or something during school.
Oh, they do a Rob Zombie's Halloween with her?
Yeah. So if you watch it back to back with the original, you get to see her as a good guy, and then she turns around and starts kidnapping children in the OG. So
do we like this kind of stuff that like recontextualizes existing stories without the involvement of the original authors? Like, I guess it's funny when it's like a Rosencrantz and Guildenstern or whatever, like once in a rare while, but I don't know. In general, I just kind of feel like let the original thing live, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know that I sound like the oldest man of all time anytime I say that. and we do say it, I think, every fucking week.
Yeah. I mean, that part is odd, but yeah, I also don't like the trend of being like, remember the most evil fictional character of all time? Well, what if I told you they were actually a good guy? Like, it's like, okay, all right, sure. Tell me that the witch that kidnaps children and threatens to murder dogs is good. Fine. Tell me that. Sure. Go ahead.
Because, I mean, that doesn't at all destroy the experience of, rooting against her in the original movie. I mean, I guess it doesn't really, but it kind of does. I mean, if you were the world's biggest Wicked fan, probably you do now see Oz a little bit differently when you watch it. And I don't know that that's right,
Yeah, it's odd for sure. Yeah, I might see this. I did hate the musical, but I don't know. Maybe I'll like it. Maybe if I go see it like during the sing-alongs and get like all in, like get infected with the energy of everybody singing along, maybe that will help it.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, could be. Also, about Y2K, I have no idea who Kyle Mooney is.
Oh, he was on SNL for like a decade.
He's like a funny guy?
Yeah, he's good. I like it. He's one of my, probably out of the past 15 years, I would probably put him in my top 10. He's a very solid guy.
Okay.
Very funny.
all right, I thought this was more of a horror movie, but if it's a funny guy, then I guess it's silly.
I don't know if it's going to be as like over the top as that movie. What was it? This Is the End? Was that what that was called?
Oh yeah,
remember that? The Franco and Aziz and all those guys.
Yeah, that movie's fun.
I'd like to revisit that. I saw that in theaters, and I remember being pretty impressed with like how the scope of it kind of escalates throughout, and by the end of it, you're like, wow, this is like a pretty wild, pretty big movie for, you know, a comedy. I feel like they don't spend that much on comedies at all anymore, right? Like that's never going to happen again.
That is probably true. Yeah, I mean, unless it's like a Ghostbusters or something, like something grandfathered in like that. But
yeah, that was a non-IP comedy that must have probably cost like $100 million, right?
I would think so. Yeah, I mean, it had every single actor in Hollywood in it, and it had really good effects. I mean, it had like a real believable apocalypse in it.
Yeah. Hey, budget $42 million.
Oh wow!
So they kept it low somehow. Maybe people were just working for scale or whatever, doing their friends a favor. But impressive, I guess. Either way, you know.
Yeah, good for that director. They put it all on screen.
Yeah.
All right.
Including the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, indeed so. All right. Well, I think that we will take a break. Oh wait, actually, if you guys want to call, please do so at 347-746-JUNK. That is 347-746-5865, or go to facebook.com/junkfoodinner and hit the call now button. Send us some Christmas voicemails. Let us know what you're up to. Holiday voicemails, Hanukkah voicemails, whatever you're up to. We want them all.
Tickle your ass with a feather.
What are you guys hoping for? What kind of presents are you looking for? What kind of presents are you giving people? Let us know. I bought a present for me the other day. Sean, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, a little self-care?
I got a little self-care. I got that, I got the Cannibal the Musical Blu-ray, The Vinegar Syndrome.
Oh, I see. Yeah. You have it in hand?
I do not. It's still on the way.
Oh boy, you're going to be waiting by that mailbox day and night.
I know. I want to see it with those pixels, and I want to see that 8 hours of bonus features.
And you're going to crank up the volume real loud and blast Spadoinkle out the windows.
I cannot wait to do that.
Exciting.
But all right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about Theodore Rex. So stick around.
Coming from New Line Home Video, Academy Award winner Whoopi Goldberg stars in a home video exclusive for the entire family.
I'm back.
Theodore Rex. From the people that brought you Monkey Trouble and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, Whoopi is Katie Coltrane, a futuristic wisecracking cop who's a heartbeat away from losing her job until she's forced to team up with the new wave in law enforcement.
He's a dinosaur.
You two solve this case together.
It's a dinosaur!
New partner, Coltrane?
To solve a crazy crime.
You gotta make him look like a real cop.
Ooh, Dougie! And together, they're hitting the streets to have a good time.
You cannot eat our only suspect.
And save the world from a colossal crime caper.
It's my paradise!
From the creative team of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and television's hit show Dinosaurs.
Your mind's shut down and your glands have taken over.
Whoopi's films deliver big time. These films alone have sold over 6 million video units.
Oh, hey, guys! How y'all doing? And you think you're gonna get somebody?
Mondo marketing support includes a 3-sided standee with Rumble in the Bronx and Bed of Roses, and a dino-sized 4-pack with a Rumble in the Bronx sweatshirt and 20 Theodore Rex keychains. The Theodore Rex trailer will be seen on the Bed of Roses and Rumble in the Bronx releases, generating over 50 million consumer impressions.
Hit me.
It's a $35 million star-studded tale you'll never forget.
The thing at the table just clacked at me.
Laugh with Whoopi.
Can you just slide your butt? Yeah.
In 1996's best family comedy, Theodore Rex.
Love when he does that.
All right, welcome back to Junk Food Supper, and tonight on the show, probably the most notorious Whoopi/Teddy collab, if you don't count the Dancin' roast. It's Theodore Rex, a 1996 buddy cop sci-fi comedy film, written and directed by Jonathan Betwell, I want to say. Betwell? Who the hell knows? And starring Whoopi Goldberg. This movie was originally intended for a theatrical release, but instead went direct-to-video and in the process became the most expensive direct-to-video film ever made at the time. I think the budget was just under $34 million. This movie is also well known for the legal case it spawned, because apparently Whoopi Goldberg had made a agreement to star in this movie in 1992, but then when she realized what she had agreed to, when she sobered up in the morning or whatever, she tried to back out of it. This caused the producers to launch a $20 million lawsuit against Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg, not the inventor of the spear in WCW. Of course, that lawsuit got settled quickly, and she ended up appearing in this movie, I guess, for a salary of $7 million, which was $2 million more than she had originally agreed to. So she got what she wanted, I guess, and so did the producers of Theodore Rex. The plot for this movie,
pretty wild to make, like, even before that $2 million bump up, to make $5 million for a movie, let alone a straight-to-video movie, is like pretty wild. Good for Whoopi Goldberg for drawing that kind of cash at the time.
Yeah, well, I think she was pretty hot at the time. She actually was the number one highest paid actress at the time, with an estimated salary of $7 to $12 million for Sister Act 2.
Oh, wow. Okay.
If you can believe that.
She would have won that Oscar like right before this, probably, or right around this time. So
not for Sister Act 2, though.
No, for Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for her. Also, according to the Wikipedia, the situation that she was in where she tried to back out of the deal is like the situation with Kim Basinger and Boxing Helena, a favorite movie of mine, where she was originally cast to be in that movie and then she backed out, resulting in Sherilyn Fenn being in it, which is an upgrade anyway. So that worked out.
So it's like that, but it's not at all like that, because Whoopi stayed with the picture, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sort of similar, I guess. I think, yeah. I don't know what Wikipedia is about. It's not like that at all. You're right.
Yeah. But what we do know is that the plot concerns Whoopi Goldberg playing a character named Katie Coltrane, who is a hard-nosed cop in a hard-nosed future world. She has to get over her prejudices against dinosaurs when a dinosaur cop is assigned to work with her on a case. The case is, of course, a dinocide case, as the police chief, played by Shaft, tells us. But as she digs into the case, encountering weird-ass bad guys like Bud Cort, who is truly having a field day in his one-eyed henchman role in this. Bud Cort looks like he's having the time of his life.
Mm-hmm.
But as she digs into the case, she realizes that the stakes may be even higher, because they have a space laser or something. I don't know. We'll talk about it, I guess. And it's up to her and her new dino cop partner, Theodore Rex, to stop them. And by the way, I almost hesitate to say it, but I feel like Coltrane seems like a mildly racist choice for your black lead character's name. You know, for Whoopi to be named Katie Coltrane feels like a specific choice to me, being that was at one point in time, like, kind of used as a slur sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, Royal Tenenbaum uses it as a slur.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of weird. I'm guessing that Whoopi was fine with it. Maybe she is a huge John Coltrane fan, or I don't know, who knows? Maybe she thought it was funny. But yeah, a little bit weird. But I think maybe the racial stuff is maybe not an accident, because honestly, a lot of this is actually about this black lead character being prejudiced against dinosaurs, being called a speciest, And I feel like that is the sort of ripe social satire that we just don't get in kids' media anymore. I don't think Bluey has anything like that. And I think maybe she was going for that on purpose. I mean, especially this happening right in the wake of her thing with Ted Danson, and she's in this movie that's about race relations with a lead character named Ted. Feels like a commentary on that whole situation in a way.
Could be.
But speaking of Cheers, I should mention we also have Carol Kane as the voice of Molly Rex, who is a foxy lady dinosaur nightclub singer type character. And never in my life has a credit brought me so much excitement as seeing Carol Kane as the voice of Molly Rex. I nearly leapt out of my seat when I saw that.
Yeah.
But I did not leap out of my seat when I saw this movie hit video store shelves initially in 1996. I do remember it coming out, and I do remember just kind of goofing on it with friends and, never renting it. But it felt like the kind of movie that was just like, it was a punchline on delivery, like we all kind of knew to stay away from this thing, which in retrospect seems slightly weird, I think, because I loved ABC's Dinosaurs from 1991 to 1994. So not too far before this. And, this movie basically features one of those dinosaurs, or maybe actually like a half dozen of them. But I think what it is maybe is, looking at the timeline, I think it could be possible that in 1993, we all started to lose our enthusiasm for talking dinosaurs when those real-ass velociraptors hit the scene in Jurassic Park. And it seems like from then on, maybe dinosaurs became our enemy again instead of being our funny sidekick pals,
Mm-hmm.
So I never watched this. It seemed like, bullshit at the time. And watching it this week, well, this is the kind of movie that, starts and almost immediately I have no idea what the fuck is happening. It is clear like who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. Like you can tell that much, but I got no idea what the fuck these bad guys are up to. I don't even know who this guy is that looks like Tommy Wiseau with a floppy earlobe. I don't know who the fuck that guy was, but he's doing something. I don't know. He's got like a space laser or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just happy enough to be in this weird retro future world, with a friendly dinosaur pal and a grumpy Whoopi Goldberg who's partying with this dinosaur at dinosaur nightclubs and things like this. It's a fun world, and these dinos are pretty cool looking. I think the filmmakers here knew that one of the primary joys of the movie would be to see these dinos dressed up in funny little costumes. And so we do get plenty of that. There's actually a cool montage where it's that classic, cop movie montage of, I got to go undercover. Let me pick my undercover costume. And so they're dressing them up in all these maybe vaguely racist, ethnic stereotype costumes that are fun to see on a dinosaur. And throughout the movie, he's got these funny 3-footed converse, right? I guess you'd say 3-toed converse, but it's like 3 sneakers kind of strapped together to fit his funny, 3-toed foot. And I love that kind of shit. I love dinosaur sneakers. I mean, that's what I got into movie watching for. It was for dinosaur sneakers.
Okay.
And I just think it's such a fun world that this movie creates. Teddy Rex has a super cool house that he lives in. It looks kind of like a dinosaur version of Pee-wee's Playhouse. He's got a super cool cell phone that, especially for 1996, I think is kind of badass for this dinosaur to have. He's even got a cool cookie shooter in his house that shoots macadamia nut cookies into his mouth. Because, this dinosaur is obsessed with cookies. I can relate to that. I'm obsessed with cookies. And the exterior sets in this look really cool. They look kind of like Dick Tracy or kind of like Babe Pig in the City, or maybe even Tank Girl, but they look real cool.
I think they just filmed this at like Universal. Like, I don't even think they really did set dressing or anything. Like it's very clearly
that's not
just
true.
Like
there's didn't you see the set dressing where like there's that window behind the characters where the color of light is changing? You must have witnessed that moment that I'm referencing.
I think I remember that, but I think I think mostly they're just walking around like an amusement park and just keeping the shots tight so you can't really tell.
I don't believe this for a minute. I did have one minor gripe, which is that Rex does kind of always sound like he is very cleanly mic'd, whereas the other characters are clearly, out in the real world getting picked up by boom mics. But Rex, I guess, and Carol Kane's the same thing, but anything that was ADR'd in this is like very obviously ADR'd, and they could have maybe like dirtied up that audio just a little bit. But overall, I think this is a pretty good excuse to watch fun actors participate in ridiculous kids movie type stuff. Oh, one more shout out. The actor in the Rex suit is a guy named Pons Marr, whose other roles include he was the lead Wheeler in Return to Oz, to tie it back to Oz. I always thought those Wheelers were real scary. Well, that guy, he did something else. He did this. He also played the pool zombie in Dead Heat. Some other stuff. Oh, the Kyoto brothers also did some of the puppeteering in this. I should mention that. But yeah, I think this is fun. Who wouldn't get a kick out of Richard Roundtree kind of seriously discussing a case of dinocide to Whoopi Goldberg? And I think if you like things like Howard the Duck, you might get a kick out of this. But what say a Bowman?
You come on, you're kidding, right? You don't like this movie?
I'm not saying that it's a great movie. I'm just saying that it was fun. It doesn't make any sense. Like I said, I couldn't tell what the fuck was happening. I don't know what these villains are up to. A lot of the dialogue doesn't seem to make much sense. But it is a fun world where we've got dinosaur police and dinosaur strippers, and Whoopi Goldberg is cranky. You don't like a cranky Whoopi?
I do like a cranky Whoopi. Yeah.
That's going on your tombstone, by the way. Parker Bowman lies here. He liked a cranky Whoopi.
Please, put it in my obituary. I'd never seen this. I'd heard about it. I'd heard about some of the lawsuit stuff. It seems like there was like an abundance of movies like this. Like this movie reminds me of like 10 other movies, like just immediately. Like it's sort of like...
Yeah, there's Tammy and the T-Rex.
Tammy and the T-Rex, Super Mario Brothers, like Pre-Hysteria kind of, like...
Dinos were hot.
Yeah,
Don't tell me that you weren't caught up in Dino Mania at the time.
I loved dinosaurs. Like even aside from the dinosaurs, like just like... it kind of reminded me of Batman and Robin too. Like,
yeah, dude, you had that dinosaur wallpaper in your bedroom. You were, expanding those dinosaur sponges in your bathtub. You remember those? They're doing like a little pill.
I love those guys. Yeah, I actually saw some the other day. I went to that Daiso store, and I think that's how you pronounce it. Maybe it's not, but like
it's just Daiso.
Daiso. It's like a Japanese dollar store type of a thing, and they had a bunch there.
Yeah, man. You still got Dinomania.
Yeah. Yeah. I like dinosaurs. My favorite dinosaur is not in here that I saw. I didn't see any ankylosaurs. Those are the best ones, objectively.
Who that?
It's, he kind of looks like a stegosaurus, but he has like a nutsack on his tail,
Oh, yeah.
And like also no spines, I guess. But he's like an armadillo. He's the nutsack armadillo.
Okay. And that's your favorite.
Yeah, he's great.
You like him better than the T-Rex.
Yeah,
which is everybody's favorite dinosaur.
That's not everybody's favorite dinosaur. There's a lot of people out there who like Triceratops.
Man, speaking of is this a try-hard maneuver? You're trying to say that the T-Rex is not your favorite dino?
I think that's pretty common. It's like being
you're one of these guys that's like, I like the Kinks better than the Beatles, right? You're one of these guys.
No, that's the opposite. It's saying that the T-Rex is your favorite dinosaur would be like saying that the Beatles are your favorite band. It's the most popular one.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's the cool thing, is to like popular things, like pop punk.
Well, all right, now we're back on the same page.
I don't know why you like this random-ass nutsack dinosaur nobody's heard of, unless it's you trying to be cool.
He's just the coolest. His tail is like a hammer that he uses to hit T-Rexes in the face when they try to eat him.
This is you right now. You're like, yeah, I like all these indie dinosaurs. Oh, yeah, I got this cool dinosaur. You wouldn't know him. He's mostly in Canada, you know.
I mean, it's not my fault if you're not digging deeper under the surface to get it underground to find the coolest dinosaurs. If you're
What
just
am I,
like
a paleontologist now? What am I, Jack Horner over here?
You might need to be if you're just settling for T-Rex and going with it. Just the first dinosaur they show you.
I'm
You're like,
settling for the nature's greatest killer, for the
Not even
greatest
a killer,
predator in history.
Not even a predator. There's a lot of evidence.
He was a scavenger. I know.
He's a scavenger.
But in films, he's a predator, right? We can agree he's been depicted as a badass in films. This is a film podcast, or at least a movie podcast. Probably not.
There's a lot of T-Rex, pro-T-Rex propaganda coming out of liberal Hollywood. That's for sure.
I'm just saying I like the characterization. It gives me something to look up to. You know what I mean? Like, can't we hold T-Rex up high and say, look, this is the ideal dinosaur, even if it's not accurate to who he really is?
Nah, he's whack. No, I mean, I like him as much as the next guy, but he's no Ankylosaurus.
You know who I like is the guy that spits acid on you. You know that guy?
Dilophosaurus. That's a nice guy. He's
the
cool.
guy that fucks up Newman. You know that dude?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, that guy's good.
Should be bigger, though. We should fix that. Let's make that guy bigger. You know,
In
make
the
him
books-
T-Rex size, and now you got something.
In the books, he's like 12 feet tall, which is really great. That's the ideal size for him.
Classic Spielberg, cutting back. Why don't you make something big scale, buddy?
Yeah. Stop cheaping out.
Jesus. Anyways, you love this movie. You thought it was hilarious. You don't know why it's been so maligned over all these years.
No, I mean, it's very bad. So I understand why it's been maligned. Like you, I also don't understand anything. Like, it seems for a while that like they live in a world where dinosaurs just like evolved alongside of humans, and so like they live together, but also like they're clones, right? Like they're not real dinosaurs. Is that correct?
I believe so, yeah, because they talk about bringing back other species, and people are like, "Oh, what's next? They're going to bring back the elephant," or like there's like weird jokes like that.
Yeah, so like, yeah, it's a little unclear. It's a little like the world building and kind of like just setting the stage for why any of this exists is a little strange.
We do get an opening crawl of text that I read all of and then forgot immediately. The only thing I remember about is that it tricked me into thinking that this might be a Christmas movie for a second, because it starts with the text "Once upon a time," and the O in "once" is a Christmas wreath. I don't know why. Nothing else Christmas happens in the movie as far as I know, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Very weird.
It is strange. There is one thing in the movie that I thought was interesting, like the dinosaur that's murdered, which, by the way, like, who even is this movie for? Because it's like for kids, clearly, because it's a bunch of like puppets and dinosaurs, but it's also a murder mystery. Like, why would a kid want to watch that? Doesn't make any sense. I don't understand who they were making this for. But anyway, so they go to the funeral of the guy who was murdered, and Whoopi Goldberg notices that like there's like people are filling up bouquets of flowers with like strange goo.
Yeah.
And Theodore Rex explains it to her that it's like his goo that is like going into the flowers to nourish them, and everybody at the funeral gets to take some of the flowers home. And that's like oddly beautiful, I think.
Yeah.
Like that's like kind of touching.
They call it recycling even, and it's kind of cool. And then they cap the scene where, and this is a thing that they do a couple times in the movie, we get this close up of Rex's face, and his eyes are like, I don't know if it's like remote controlled puppet or if there's just a guy with his hands up in there, but the eyes are articulated in a way where you kind of fall for this guy and his cute reptilian face.
Yeah, sometimes they do a good job with his face and like his eyes moving around, but then like there's another scene later on where you could tell that like one of the eyes is just broken, and they're like trying to shoot around it. Like they're trying to make him like look up while he talks to whoever he's talking to, like so that you can't tell that one eye has suddenly become lazy and the eyelid
this is
doesn't
not
move.
True.
That is true.
You're just throwing out all these untruths about T-Rex. In fact, I've got it on record what you've said about his reptilian face.
Reptilian face is great.
See?
I didn't know I was being recorded. I thought those comments were candid. But I think, sometimes his face is good and sometimes it's bad. He does only have a couple of facial expressions. Also, is his tail CG? Like in some scenes?
No.
Okay.
I think it's just like on a wire, basically,
Okay. Okay. Then yeah. I thought it was CG in like half of the scenes or something, but I also kind of just couldn't tell because of the way it's like not a very good looking movie, but okay. That makes sense.
You don't think that... I thought this was a surprisingly good-looking movie. Maybe I just have, like, a soft spot for, like, mid-90s movies that, like, happen at night and have, like, a lot of neon colors or something. But I liked how this looked. And I liked especially how the dinos looked. You didn't think they looked cool?
I mean, I like their designs. Like, the character designs are good, but none of them are, like really... Like, they just look like big Teletubbies, Like they don't really move around or like.
They got articulated eyes and lips and everything.
A little bit. They do. They look significantly worse than the Dinosaurs TV show. You must admit.
I don't think so, actually. I don't think so at all. I think they're right in that ballpark.
Oh, okay. All right. I disagree.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe I was just sold by the excellent performance from Pons Maar.
Well, Pons Maar, I mean, he is great. That would be hard to deny. I also don't like his cookie addiction. Like, it's very, like, that's another thing that's, like, very Teletubbies about this. Is like, he, like, runs around and skips and, like, clicks his heels together over macadamia nut cookies from time to time. And it's, like, very childish for a movie that seems like it's not for children, I guess.
Let me guess, you would have preferred Snickerdoodle?
Well, of course. I mean, that goes without saying.
That's fair. That is fair.
But I mean, like, there's a scene where, like, he, like, literally runs down the hallway, like, going, cookie, 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 cookie. And it's like, is this for 5-year-olds?
This is a kid's movie.
I mean, but it's also a murder mystery. So is it a kid's movie?
Yeah, it can be both. This comes from a time when you could make a murder mystery for kids that was also about race relations in America. And that was cool. And we all learned a thing or two.
Well, that is true. That is accurate.
Now they make these fucking movies for kids that I'm sure are, like, designed to make them stupider, Like, that are, like,
well, yeah. Here's
a movie for 10-year-olds that is actually aimed at 4-year-olds, so that you can regress mentally to a state where we just sell you shit all day long.
Well, that is accurate. That is accurate. Whoopi Goldberg a lot of the time doesn't seem like she's very happy to be here, which would make sense because she was not happy to be here.
Yeah, and she has talked a lot of shit about this movie in the intervening years.
I'll have to check out some of that shit talking. It would probably make me happy to see. Also, it's weird. Like, she looks great, don't get me wrong, but it is a weird choice to make Whoopi Goldberg, like a middle-aged woman, wear like a skin-tight outfit as a cop. Like, it's sort of an odd costuming choice, right?
You dirty motherfucker.
If you're trying to tell me you weren't transfixed by Whoopi in latex, I don't know, man. I guess we're never going to get around to that Rosie O'Donnell movie where she's in latex.
I would love to watch that movie. I watched that movie as a kid and I thought it was very good.
Is it East of Eden or what is it called?
Yeah, East of Eden.
Okay, yeah.
I think, yeah.
Is that right? Or Exit to Eden?
Exit to Eden. There you go. Yeah, it's
East
based
of Eden
on
is something else, right? That's something fancy pants, right? That's something.
Yeah, I think that's
hybrid.
The Steinbeck thing.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
But yeah, it is odd that she's wearing like shiny, skin-tight black vinyl and leather as a police officer's uniform. But
I liked it.
But she pulls it off. She's
good fucking actress.
She's no slouch. Speaking of good actresses, third build in this movie for some reason is Juliet Landau.
Oh yeah, your favorite from the Buffy.
Yeah, she's from Buffy. She's one of the bad guys in this. She plays a bad guy in Buffy as well. She's also Martin Landau's daughter, and she's great.
Now tell me, why didn't she fight Dracula in this?
She should have. She should have fought Dracula in this.
That Tommy Wiseau guy kind of looked like a Dracula.
Yeah, they easily could have just put a Dracula in this movie. And would have been better for it. Yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty bad movie. I understand why everybody hates it and why people goof on it.
No,
I didn't
you
really
don't.
like. There's, like we've mentioned, there's a lot of movies that came out around the same time that are very similar. Batman and Robin and Super Mario Brothers among them, that are like actually like so bad that they're fun to watch. And this isn't really that.
I got 3 talking points here that might turn things around for you.
Okay.
Do you even realize or remember, because you had to have noticed, that at one point in this movie, I think for maybe 3 or 4 different scenes, there's a fake Aubrey Plaza in this dang thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't recall.
There was that actress looked a lot like Aubrey Plaza, so much so that I wrote it down in my notes.
Okay.
That's something, right? Maybe that's not what you're into. Okay. Well, maybe you're into that really cool explosion that happened about 10 minutes into this, where there's a bunch of bits of burning wood that kind of rain down over Whoopi and I think Teddy. It's a pretty cool explosion.
Yeah. I think I recall that.
Man, do you even remember the part of this movie where at one point someone says, "Tonight, Kane takes down mankind"?
Tonight, Kane takes down mankind. I mean, that is what this whole freak show is about, isn't it?
I do not remember that.
I did not have time before air to clip it out, but the listener just heard it. They know that I'm not lying to you because I just inserted it in the edit. That's what I do sometimes.
Okay.
So just believe me, I guess. Or don't. Yeah. But the listener knows the truth.
That's got to be Kane. Yeah. And there's a character in this named Edge, so who knows? Maybe the writers were watching a lot of wrestling at the time. That very well could be. Dee Borer is also in this, who is, I think she was on Glow. She's like that. She plays the character in this meanest woman truck driver.
Oh.
And I think she was like a Glow girl, maybe. Yeah, she was in Glow. She was also in Deathstalker 2. You would know her if you saw her. She was on Married with Children as a wrestler. So,
but the credit is meanest.
Meanest, yeah.
Are there other credits for like kind of mean truck driver lady, or like? It's interesting that it's that specific.
Not that I'm seeing, but it is a good credit. But yeah, she's in here too. So there's actual wrestlers in this. So they may have been influenced by wrestling.
Yeah, and so based on these 3 points, all of which were salient, we agree. This is, I mean, I'm not going to say that this is great. It's not good, in terms of like, I don't think that they achieved what they set out to achieve, but I think, as happens sometimes by accident, I think the result is still kind of fun to watch. I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of transfixed by the surreal interplay between a dinosaur cop and his grumpy human cop cohort, but I don't know. I had fun. I didn't find it boring, and a lot of these movies that are supposedly so bad, they usually are kind of boring, but this it wasn't boring.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad I saw it. It's a good one to check off. It reminds me of other things that I do like, so it wasn't a total wash, but I didn't care too much for it.
Should I have picked Sister Act 2 instead?
I don't know how many people from Buffy were in that, so I can't say for sure.
Okay. All right, well, probably very few nutsack dinosaurs in that one. You probably would have been disappointed.
Anytime I don't see the nutsack dinosaur, I'm mad. No matter what.
That's what I got to do next. Is I'm going to find one of these journeys to the center of the earth that focuses or at least highlights one nutsack dinosaur.
That would actually be pretty good. I'd be into that. If you can find movies with it,
they're down there, right? Down under the crust of our planet. We got some nutsack dinos down there.
They must. Yeah, they must be
hanging out with the crust punks down there.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is, in fact, Theodore Rex, a movie that you can find on the internet. It's out there. It's not Silkwood circa any time before this week, but it's out there. You can get it.
Yeah, it's available. But as for next week, we got one more episode of The Supper, and then I think we're meeting back up with Kevin, and then taking a couple weeks off. I think that's how it's going, or at least 1 week off or something. So, seeing as to how it's almost the end of the year, we got to make our top 10 lists. It's very important. I'm thinking we should do a 2024 movie.
Yeah. Are you thinking of taking Corey's advice? Corey, the King of Hill Street, as we call him?
What, you want to go to the theater and see Wicked?
No, not within the next week.
I don't think Here is streaming yet. It might be.
That's a big commitment to leave the house within the next 7 days. I don't think so.
Well, I've got a movie that I kind of have in mind that I'm pretty sure you haven't seen that I would be very interested to hear your thoughts on. But I'm also curious if there's anything on your list of must-see movies before the end of the year. Because if you got something that's also on my list, then maybe we'll just do that instead of what I have in mind. Because I've seen this movie.
Well, I mean, you're talking about movies that I have not seen that I would like to see, or
yeah.
what?
Yeah, 2024 movies that you're like, I got to see that before the end of the year.
I did want to see Wicked in Here, but those are off the table right now. Red Rooms was one that I wanted to see. I'm trying to remember what else even came out that I didn't get around to. I know that there are a couple, but they're not coming to mind at the moment. What do you got?
Okay. I do kind of want to see that Red Rooms. Well, I was thinking of In a Violent Nature, the slasher film. You have not seen that, right?
No, I have not seen it. I don't really know much about it.
That's for the best, perhaps, to just go in totally blind on this, because it's a strange one.
Okay. So you don't want to see Best Christmas Pageant Ever?
I've already seen it 3 times.
Oh, okay. Could have invited me.
I apologize.
Yeah, I think that works. I mean, I didn't want to see Piece by Piece, the Pharrell Williams story.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to see that either. I do want to see that other one, that monkey biopic.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't pick Gary.
I don't know what that is.
This is the 2024 documentary about Gary Coleman's life.
Oh, you've got to admit he's got kind of a chubby cheek face.
I'm trying to admit it, but I don't have the documentation necessary. Maybe this film will illuminate me.
Sliced thumb. Yeah, In a Violent Nature. I think it's on Shudder, and it's on other places out there. AMC Plus, Shudder, Apple TV, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw it. I got mixed feelings on it, but it's a movie I think about all the time, like literally all the time. So
I feel like you think about movies that you didn't love more than you think about movies that you did love.
That's very possible. Well, sometimes I think about I see a movie I didn't love, and then I think about it, and it becomes my favorite movie of all time, like Fire Walk with Me. It's beneficial thinking about these things,
mulling it over,
pondering them.
Sure, but you can also take some time to just indulge in things that you love.
Oh, I do that too. I've seen Terrifier 3 so many times already. So many times. I just love that one.
Maybe your instincts are not correct.
Well, we're gonna talk about In a Violent Nature.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's easier for me to stomach than one of these Terrifier movies. Presumably. I don't know. I don't know much about it. Maybe it's going to be some real torture porn ass shit. In which case, that's fine. I mean, it's Christmas time. That's seasonally appropriate, I guess.
Yeah, this may be like the most opposed end of slasherdom to Terrifier 3. Like they may be polar opposites.
Okay, that sounds like it is up my alley then. A lot of candles in hallways then.
There's a lot of walking.
Okay, I like that. At a medium pace.
Oh. At the very most, a medium pace. You'll see.
Okay. All right. I look forward to it. Next week on Junk Food Supper, Again, the internet's #1 dinosaur podcast, so I'm not sure why we're covering this non-dinosaur movie, but I guess it makes sense.
I don't think any dinosaur movies were released in 2024.
You know what? And that is not only true, but it's one of the most difficult truths that we have to face this year. We now live in a world where an entire year elapsed. I don't think there was a dino. Well, there was here.
Oh, yeah.
So
there's
once again, Zemeckis delivering what we all crave.
Yeah.
Hope that's not a spoiler.
It's in the trailer.
Okay, good. I didn't see the trailer, but that part of it's been spoiled to me by just about everybody. That's the one thing people want to talk about when they talk about the movies. Like, oh, and by the way, it starts off in dino times. I'm like, all right, cool. I could have just enjoyed that for myself, right?
Well, blame Zemeckis' trailer guy.
What's the other movie that does that?
It starts off in dinosaur times?
Yeah, we watched something on the show where they're like, they start off in dinosaur times, and then they're like, oh, let's fast forward a little bit, and then they get to the whatever human protagonist of the movie. It's not like a single shot movie, but I feel like that gimmick of like, well, let's start at the beginning, and then, by the beginning we meant the Big Bang, and then we meant the dinosaurs, and blah, blah, blah.
Well, the Super Mario Brothers movie starts out that way, but it's like sort of part of the plot that it does.
Yeah, I think that might be one of the things I was thinking of.
Okay. We should do that movie one day.
As the internet's #1 dino podcast, I think we gotta.
Okay. 2025 is the year of the dinosaur on this show.
Yeah. And you know where you can find a lot of dinosaurs?
At the center of the earth.
At the center of the earth. So on that note, we'll tell you to do all the things that we always tell you. Go to junkfooddinner.com. That's where you get back episodes. Go to patreon.com/junkfooddinner. Sign up, even if you don't plan on giving us any money, because that's a good place to get fun boner content sometimes. Sometimes it's posted for free. Or if our podcast host ever goes down again, we'll post the normal episodes there. So check it out. It's a lot of fun. You can also send us an email at jftpodcast@gmail.com. Leave us a voicemail at facebook.com/junkfooddinner, where we got a handy dandy call now button, or by calling... Oh, geez. What is the phone number?
It's 347-746-JUNK.
Oh, that's JUNK? Is that 5865?
That's the one.
Okay. Well, call that, add it to your telephone now, so that later you can just press one button to reach us. But yeah, I think that's about it. Join our Discord. That's another thing. We're playing Music League on there. It's a lot of fun. But until next time, this is your friend, Senbiro, for your other friend, Perky Beantown Bowman, saying, keep washing them dishes.
Born to do dishes. Like that pop punk lyric you like so much.
Oh, I see.
over 6 million video units.
Oh,